One is his fiancée, the other is non-biological younger sister with no blood relation. What's it like to live with both of them? After learning that non-biological younger sister moved in specifically for his sake, the male lead had no choice but to convince his parents to let her stay for a few days. The moment he finished speaking, the two girls began bustling around in a fluster, filling him with anxiety about the future. Since sister took over his room, the male lead was forced to sleep on the sofa. Unlike before, someone now made breakfast early in the morning. The stepsister knew that the only thing she could contribute to the household was these small acts of kindness, but Rika didn't think much of it. Well, at least we don't have to hire a housemaid, she remarked. True to her influencer persona, Rika couldn't eat without taking photos first. Just then, she suggested they all go out shopping together since the sister lacked daily necessities. But the male lead didn't want to miss his chance to study during the holiday. Rika warned him, if you don't come, you'll be sleeping on the sofa forever, without a blanket. Reluctantly, he went along with them. Yet once they were outside, they insisted on taking more photos. Their adorable appearances drew whispers from passers-by. As the older sister, Rika curiously asked the stepsister how many confessions of love she'd received so far. Too many to remember, the stepsister replied. Hearing this, the male lead suddenly recalled back in middle school. No wonder so many classmates asked for her contact info. Noticing his expression, the stepsister told Rika, he's probably fantasizing about something again. Soon, the three arrived at a flower shop. It was only then that the male lead realized Rika had tricked him. All the daily necessities had already been bought online. Now trapped into this scheme, he not only had to pay but also serve as their pack mule. Suddenly, he noticed the two were gone, and someone nearby was talking about calling the police. Seeing a crowd gathered up ahead, he feared something had happened to them. Without a second thought, he rushed into the crowd, only to find that everyone had recognized Rika the influencer and swarmed around for photos. At that moment, it finally hit him. He was now living with two truly extraordinary sisters. Back home, the materials they bought turned out to be for making a photo wall. Since it was rare for the stepsister to stay over, Rika wanted to create beautiful memories. They took photos together, but the male lead, as always, was awkward in front of the camera. With Rika and the sister glued together all day, he couldn't find the right moment to ask Rika about what she'd said that day at the beach. Who was she really referring to? But it continued to weigh on his mind. So after Rika finished her bath, he sat upright, waiting seriously for her. Seeing a good opportunity, he decided to clarify things about that trip. Ever since I met you and Rika, and now with my stepsister here, I've come to realize something, he began. I don't want to naively assume I can take on everything without being truly prepared, but pretending to forget about it doesn't feel right either. So, until I'm ready, could you please wait for me? In other words, he wasn't prepared yet. Hearing him open up so honestly, Rika couldn't help but laugh. To her, it was funny that he'd bring this up so much later, and at such an odd moment. But the male lead explained he could never find the right timing. Ha ha ha, she laughed.